The match that made Lionel Messi fear Cristiano Ronaldo fearful face fire. It wasn't supposed to happen like that. The stadium was ready for genius, the low center of gravity, the impossible dribbles, the quiet assassin with the ball glued to his left foot. They came to see Lionel Messi control the night. Instead, they witnessed a storm. A leap that defied gravity. A roar that shook the air. A performance that didn't ask for attention, it demanded it. And somewhere between the first sprint and the final whistle, something shifted. Not fear in the traditional sense. Not panic. But recognition. Because on that night, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just compete with Messi. He made him realize this rivalry would never be comfortable again. Chapter 1. Before the fear, the rise of two kings. Before debates divided fans across continents, before Ballon d'Or ceremonies turned into annual showdowns, there were simply two extraordinary talents rising at the same time. Messi at FC Barcelona was a phenomenon. Small, quiet, explosive. He didn't shout. He didn't flex. He didn't celebrate with theatrics. He glided. Cristiano at Real Madrid was different. Powerful, expressive, relentless. He didn't glide. He attacked. By the time they collided at the peak of their powers, the world had already begun dividing itself into two camps. But one match would elevate the rivalry from competition to psychological warfare. Chapter 2. The stage, El Clasico under the lights. There are football matches. And then there is El Clasico. When Barcelona meets Real Madrid, it isn't just sport. It's culture, identity, history. The weight of expectation in that stadium can suffocate the average player. But these weren't average players. This was Messi versus Ronaldo. The crowd buzzed not for the teams alone, but for the duel. Who would dominate? Who would decide the narrative? On that night, the answer was brutal. Chapter 3. The opening blow. From kickoff, Ronaldo looked different. Sharper. Faster. More direct. Within minutes, he tested the defense. Then came the first decisive moment, a vertical run splitting the backline. A perfectly timed pass. A clinical finish. Goal. Not flamboyant. Inevitable. Ronaldo didn't celebrate wildly. He stared. And that stare carried a message. This is my stage too. Messi watched. Not shaken, but alerted. Chapter 4. Messi's response. Great players don't retreat. They retaliate. Messi dropped deeper, demanding the ball. He dribbled through midfield traffic. He created angles from nothing. And eventually, he responded with brilliance of his own. A weaving run. A delicate touch. A precise finish. The stadium exploded. 1-1. Balance restored. Or so it seemed. Chapter 5. The moment everything changed. Midway through the second half, with tension tightening every pass, Ronaldo made a run that altered the energy entirely. A cross soared into the box. Ronaldo leapt. Not jumped. Leapt. Suspended in air, towering above defenders. Header. Net. 2-1. The stadium fell silent except for the away section. Messi stood still for a second too long. Not defeated, but calculating. Because this wasn't artistry. It was dominance. Chapter 6. The psychological edge. Fear in elite sport isn't terror. It's awareness. It's understanding that your rival can outshine you at any moment. Messi had always been confident in his ability to control matches. But Ronaldo introduced unpredictability. He could score from distance. From headers. From penalties. From counterattacks. He was relentless in ways that disrupted rhythm. That match planted a seed. This rivalry would require more than talent. It would demand evolution. Chapter 7. Physicality versus precision. Messi thrived in tight spaces. Ronaldo thrived in open chaos. That night, Real Madrid stretched the pitch. They forced Barcelona to defend transitions. And transitions are Ronaldo's playground. Every sprint felt like a threat. Every cross felt dangerous. Messi's genius remained intact. But Ronaldo's presence changed the equation. Chapter 8. The final whistle. When the referee ended the match, Real Madrid had claimed victory. Ronaldo had delivered when it mattered most. Messi walked off quietly. No gestures. No dramatics. But deep inside, the rivalry had intensified. Because losing to a great player is one thing. Losing to someone determined to surpass you is another. Chapter 9. The aftermath, a rivalry transformed. After that match, the narrative sharpened. No longer was Messi uncontested at the summit. Ronaldo wasn't just competing, he was matching him trophy for trophy, goal for goal. Ballon d'Or debates became annual rituals. Statistics were compared obsessively. Every performance was measured against the other. The rivalry had become mutual pressure. Chapter 10. Did Messi truly fear Ronaldo? Not fear as weakness. Fear as respect. Fear as motivation. The kind that forces greatness to elevate further. If Ronaldo scored 40, Messi aimed for 50. If Messi dazzled, Ronaldo responded with efficiency. They pushed each other beyond natural limits. And that match crystallized the reality. Neither would dominate alone. Chapter 11. Tactical breakdown of that night. Real Madrid's strategy emphasized speed in transition. Barcelona's control-based approach was disrupted by quick counters. Ronaldo positioned himself intelligently between defenders, exploiting slight positional lapses. Messi, often surrounded by multiple markers, had to create in crowded areas. The contrast in tactical freedom shaped the outcome. Chapter 12. The era of uncomfortable greatness. Before Ronaldo's rise, Messi's brilliance often felt serene. Afterwards, it felt urgent. Every season became a duel. Every headline framed them against each other. That match accelerated the intensity of their competition. Chapter 13. Respect hidden beneath rivalry. Publicly, both players maintained professionalism. Privately, competition burned. Not hatred, not animosity, just an unspoken agreement. I will not let you outshine me. Chapter 14. The fans' perspective. Fans experienced emotional whiplash. One week Messi dominated. Next week Ronaldo exploded. The match that night symbolized balance. For every moment of Messi magic, there would be a Ronaldo response. And that unpredictability fueled global obsession. Chapter 15. Legacy cemented in duels. Rivalries define eras. Magic Johnson vs. Larry Bird. Federer vs. Nadal. In football, Messi vs. Ronaldo redefined standards. In matches like that one gave the rivalry its emotional weight. Chapter 16. The evolution afterward. Messi adapted. He became more clinical, more decisive. Ronaldo refined his movement. More efficient, more lethal. They evolved because of each other. That match wasn't the end of dominance. It was the beginning of escalation. Chapter 17. Why this night still matters. Because it marked psychological equilibrium. No longer was Messi operating without a shadow. Ronaldo had stepped fully into the light. And when two players share the light, tension is inevitable. Chapter 18. Beyond statistics. Numbers tell part of the story. But rivalry lives in moments. In stares after goals. In silence after defeats. In subtle nods of acknowledgement. That match delivered all three. Chapter 19. The bigger picture. Football was fortunate. Two once-in-a-generation talents, peaking simultaneously, pushing each other relentlessly. That night was not about fear diminishing Messi. It was about Ronaldo amplifying the rivalry. Final reflection. The match that made Lionel Messi fear Cristiano Ronaldo isn't about intimidation. It's about realization. The realization that greatness must now compete every single week. Messi remained extraordinary. Ronaldo remained relentless. But after that night, the rivalry gained an edge. An awareness. A spark that would fuel over a decade of football's most iconic duel. And somewhere in that silent walk off the pitch, Messi understood something powerful. This wouldn't be easy anymore. Fearful face fire.